President Trump now says that he will send the National Guard to Chicago and New York next as part of his federal crime crackdown. The announcement came days after Trump ordered federal troops and the National Guard to capital Washington, D.C. to tackle what he called rising cases of violent crime.
We're going to make our country very safe. We're going to make our cities very, very safe. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York.
Trump's remark coincided with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth's announcement that National Guard troops had been authorized to carry arms in the U.S. Capitol. The increased troop presence has already triggered demonstrations in D.C. Residents are protesting against what they see as an extraordinary assertion of presidential powers. Earlier this week, tensions had intensified at the Union Station, where protesters loudly heckled Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. However, Trump has threatened tighter control on the Capitol's police in the days ahead. On a surprise visit to the White House Historical Association, Trump credited his federal takeover of the Capitol and its police force with driving down crime in the city, touting a week-long stretch without any murders as a miracle.
D.C. was a hellhole, and now it's safe. And in fact, I put out this morning, I said, I hate to say this because it doesn't sound very good, but there have been no murders in D.C. in the last week. That's the first time in anybody's memory that you haven't had a murder in a week.
Since he entered politics in 2015, Trump has described major cities, which are almost all run by Democrats, as infested by crime, drugs, and homelessness. In June, Trump had deployed federal troops in Los Angeles in response to protests against immigration raids.